yards, 11 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. And Peterman comes in and gets more interceptions in one game.
Right. And Tyrod's had the whole season.
The whole season. You know.
Right.
So it's obvious that was a mistake.
Right, exactly.
But didn't put him in the last minute.
Come on, son.
Come on. Quarter to give a good drive. He ended up 150 yards, so 1 touchdown. So, I think it's the right thing to do, because they're 5-5 now. So, it's going to be tough for them to get a wild card, berth, but they can still get it. And I just thought it was unfair. Every quarterback struggles, and it's not necessarily because of them, but, you look at the entire team, look at the line and the defense. A lot of things goes into play. I know he was interested in looking at see what the young man could do, but that was the wrong time to do it, I thought.
Yeah, they honestly, they just made a mistake. They thought that they could make a move and it wouldn't hurt the team, and it hurt the team.
Right.
Also, the Bills, there was a story that came out that they're looking to not re-sign Tyrod Taylor. So you factor that in, they're thinking probably for next year, why do we even need to let this guy play? We got Peterman who's back here who can probably do the same thing Tyrod Taylor is doing, and that was wrong. No, he's not doing the same thing Tyrod Taylor was doing, so that was a failure. Courtney Harden says, Broncos falling apart right now. Might as well let Lynch play the rest of the season to see if he is the quarterback of the future. I agree. Big L says, I respect any Eagles and Browns fans. They've been through a lot. They have. But, again, I do not respect the Eagles. I hope y'all get to the Super Bowl and y'all lose. But, anyway. Ken Norton Jr. got fired by the Raiders this past week after the Patriots lost. Is this really Ken Norton Jr.'s fault? I don't think so. I think they wanted to use him as a scapegoat. This team has just not been playing well. I don't know if you can blame it on one particular person. They haven't been getting up points. They have been giving up big plays. But is it really his fault? I think part of it you can put on him. Part of it you need to put on Del Rio. Part of it you need to put on the quarterback. Is their running game really where it is? Was Marshawn Lynch, dare I say, was that really a good idea? Because it's not like he's been tearing it up with 100 yards a game. He really hasn't been. He's been averaging 40 to 60 yards a game. And I think this was kind of like a farewell tour for him.
Right, right. And the thing about, beast mode, Marshawn, I don't think they were looking at him to put up big numbers. Just like you said, just a hometown boy, giving him an opportunity to play and hopefully bring out the fans and bring some energy and that would elevate them to the next level. Considering their troubles, but yeah, even at the quarterback, I don't think he's 100%. And you're right. I mean, all levels of the game they haven't been playing like they were playing, last year. So, but Norton Jr., they had to make a change somewhere. I don't think it's his fault. I just basically think that he had to just show that they're trying to do something different to appease, the fans or the actual owner. And Norton was, the odd man out. So basically, he was let go. But no, there's finger pointing, enough fingers to go around. And it just wasn't because of him and the defenses. The whole team has some issues this year.
Yeah. And welcome to the chat room, my sister, Camellia Sudderth Hardaway, in the chat room. Thank you for jumping in. She says, beast mode with exclamation points. We are from California, so we followed the Raiders, the 49ers. I was a 49ers fan growing up. Yes, I did trade over to the Cowboys because I'm here. And,
I'm proud of you for admitting that.
Next topic. Darrelle Revis, with 6 games left in the season, signs with the Chiefs. Will he play this Sunday? How much will he actually contribute? Does Darrelle Revis still have it? I was excited that he wasn't signing and with anybody else, because I was hoping, obviously, being a Cowboys fan, looking at our secondary, if anybody watched the game yesterday, why haven't we signed Darrelle Revis? I don't get that. I don't understand. Jay Fisher Margrave said Ben is a traitor. I am. I'll take that. That's fine. But do you think Darrelle Revis is actually going to make a difference for the Chiefs?
Oh man, Darrelle Revis is a businessman, and he's seen an opportunity to increase his income for the rest of the year, so he's going to sign. And I don't know, he may be a little productive. I don't see him making a big difference or a big impact. Having some senior leadership in the secondary, may help the young guys. But I really don't see him, tearing it up. But it's a good move on him. Like I say, he's a businessman.
Yeah, and Jay Fish says Cromartie's still available. Yeah, he is. He's doing a reality show with his wife right now, and 5 of his 14 kids is in the reality show. I might have to do a whole nother podcast on that on that reality show. None of the other kids get no love. I mean, they're not on the show at all. But I'll pick up Cromartie. I mean, but it's too late now. No, it doesn't even matter. All right, here's kind of a off question, but I know, like we said, we're from California. We follow the 49ers. We follow the Raiders. But do you think with Darrelle Revis signing with 6 games left, the question is, do you think Cap will ever get signed or will ever play again?
I think he will play again, but not this year. And I don't think he should play this year. I mean, his standard, he's taken. He should go forth. I know he's suing the NFL because he think they collaborated to keep him out. They blackballed him, and I think that's a fact. You can't deny it. Considering these other quarterbacks that are getting opportunity after opportunity, also considering their play as well as their level of production. But when I look at this situation as a spiritual, God-fearing man, I look at God showing the league and America where the actual priorities lie in the NFL and within these owners. And it's all about the mighty dollar. The scripture says, for the love of money. And that's what it is. It's for the love of money that they're not willing to take a chance because of Cap's taking a stand. And when you look at, the situation, these quarterbacks that are going down, then it's obvious. The quarterbacks that are going down, the quarterbacks that are struggling, and how the injuries are continuing to mount up, in the league from the beginning. And now, you have different quarterbacks, major quarterbacks that are injured. And because of that, that's the root of all evil, for the love of money. So I don't think he'll get in. I don't think he should try to get in. I think he should just take a stand the rest of the year. And then next year, I think the ramifications are going to be so dramatic or so obvious when it comes to the ratings and when it comes to the bottom line that they're going to, see their wrongdoing. And some team will sign him next year. But that's where I feel about Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. And honestly, I thought he was going to get signed this year. You look at, they signed a guy off who hadn't played in NFL at all. I don't think he played in the Arena Football League. So the disrespect to a guy who is better than half of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL not getting a job, to me, it's no other way around it. You can't say it's anything else. It's blackballing. The owners got together and said, we're not going to sign him. So now you have this lawsuit. We'll see what happens from there. Hopefully he gets a job. I think he will be ready to play whenever the time arises. All right, so before we get to a break, the NFL Hall of Fame semifinalists have been announced. You've got a slew of different players, but the notable ones, Randy Moss, Brian Urlacher, and Ray Lewis. Also, the other question, does T.O. get in? And if you put in Randy Moss, to me, you got to put in T.O. They're both. To me, it's a package deal. They both have amazing stats. They both play great football. Some people don't agree with their mouths and some issues that they may have caused, but they're both great wide receivers. I think Urlacher should get in. I think Ray Lewis should get in. So I think out of all those people, they should all get in, to me, But I definitely want to get your thoughts, see if you think the same or you think differently.
No, I think the same. They should all get in, and T.O.'s numbers are just a little bit better than Randy Moss. So, he definitely should get in. But just like you mentioned before, regarding the voters in the Major League Baseball, as far as this PD use and how these sports writers have their favorites. And if the individual is not conducting themselves in a manner that they feel is acceptable, they want to punish them and keep them out of the Hall of Fame. And just like you mentioned, Barry Bonds, T.O. has some issues in the locker room, has some issues with certain players, and now they figure because of that, he should not be voted in. Regardless of his attitude or regardless of how he got along with players or coaches or how he acted in the locker room, numbers speak for themselves. The numbers are there. I mean, they speak for themselves. It's not a popularity contest. It's about, production. And the guy produced. So regardless if you like him or not, the numbers don't lie. So if they vote Randy Moss in as a first round ballot, there are going to be some issues. There's going to be some serious uprising. You think this Colin Kaepernick thing is bad. There are going to be some uprising because the numbers are better than Randy Moss. And, but they enjoy Randy Moss. He's on, ESPN and Monday Night Football, so of course the sports writer is going to show him some favoritism because of that situation. But, if they put him in, I think they better put T.O. in too. There are going to be some problems.
Yeah, I agree. Michael Bonner, who's in, I don't know how this happened, but he's in a different chat room, but he says, Colin Kaepernick will never play again. Whatever team who signs him will get such a backlash. And the one city that was perfect for him, Baltimore, he burned that bridge. So we'll see. Also, shout out to From the Bottom podcast, also a part of XWAT affiliates. Once again, you're tuned into the BS3 Sports Show. In studio guest, my dad, Ben Sudderth Jr. So we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to talk college football. I'm sorry for all the U fans. I haven't seen Mocha Bella in the chat room. She's also a resident Miami fan for the X Squad. She's not in there, but I apologize. Sorry for that for everybody that's a Miami fan. But we will be right back. Thank you guys for tuning in to the BS3 Sports Show.
Our Birthing Home Wellness Community is a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to provide access to affordable services. We're here to create, hold the space, and opportunity for people to wake up, realize their potential, and be an example to inspire and empower within their own community. Our primary services are chiropractic care, doula, womb care, massage, pregnancy yoga, and acupuncture. Our families are tremendously pleased with our services. They leave feeling restored and refreshed every time. Visit ourbirthinghome.com or in person at 804 Center Street in Dallas, Texas. All services are by appointment only. Book yours today.
Faith Walkers Charities, a faith-based organization focused on community outreach in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Their mission is to provide for those who are in need with a holistic approach while leading them to stability. Faith Walkers Charities was founded by DeAnthony Thompson, Seaver Nickerson, and Chris Rogers, with the vision of being generous and helping out the homeless. There's many ways that you can help with this organization, either by donating through their website, faithwalkerscharities.org, or if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you can go out in the community and serve with them. So faithwalkerscharities.org. Also, follow them on social media, Faith Walkers Charities.
He's at the 50, the 40. He could go all the way. It's your boy D-Jax. I'm live and in effect with BS3 Sports Show.
Welcome back to the BS3 Sports Show. Like I said, we got in-studio guest, Dad Ben Sudderth Jr., and we got a question. Big L says, what's wrong with Golden State? I know he is a only long-time Golden State fan I know.
Oh yeah. Got to stick with the dub.